now we'll do a sort. So we've got our search working already, and we've got a tab for both sort and search. It would almost be better to do this on another tab. Maybe I'll do that. So I'm going to make another tab. So over to the swing components, it's going to be another panel right there. Change the name. To be just sorting. And I might as well do this right, so go back and change this to be just the simplest of all searches. I'll just say searching or search. So sort. When we're going to sort, we'll want to have a table the same as this table. So there we go, student name, ID number, full IB, courses. Okay. Table. Recall how we do this. We want to change the titles, properties. No. Well, while I'm trying to remember how to do that, let's put the grid up with properties. And that was show grid. And then I think grid color needs to be black. FG, grid color, yeah. Well, it needs to be something other than white anyway. Okay, I think in the meantime I've remembered where we go. I think it's model. Yeah, right up at the top. Yeah. So columns and their titles. Right. So let me just go back one more time. Student name, ID number, full IB, courses. And in terms of rows, I don't know how many we had before, but I think 50 is probably a good number for now. Right, so we want to sort. I'll just do one sort. I'll sort them by what would be the best to do. I guess ID number, that's the easiest. I'll do the easiest one, and I think there are other videos that show how to do booleans, which is the hardest one, believe it or not, and the compare to of strings. So I'll just keep this as simple as I can really and deal with the numbers, assuming that we wanted to sort them by ID number. So we'll need a button. And we'll call this sort by ID number. Sort, well, sort by ID. That'll do. We want that and the table both named correctly, variable-wise. So this is a sort by ID button. And the table, I'll do it over here. to be sorting table. So if we go right here, in terms of sorts, you could do whatever sort you want, really. So let's just go to, let's take the bubble sort. Just take the easiest of all. We'll take the smartest of them. Again, you can take whatever you want, but I'll take this. And have we got a sorting and searching class? Yes, but we didn't use it yet. But rather than for this putting the, I don't know what that's doing. I haven't opened this up in a long time. We'll just let it, no, you know what, I'll do that later. It's kind of bothering me. So do you want to unpack, cancel unpack? Yeah, we'll do it later. Yeah, rather than clutter this up, it would be better to put the sort over here. So this will be smartest bubble sort. This will be sort by ID number. It's taking in not an int array. Again, I haven't looked at this in a long time. Is it taking in an array of students, I guess? Must be. We'll call it student array. Right. Okay, so I've got this student array. I wonder what I could show you. I mean, you know what students are made of. 1, 2, 3, and then to the super. Right, we send the name. So it is those 4 things, right? So for the sort and search, we're going to be comparing. Just fix up this. And I suppose everywhere. And what we're comparing is not the student array object, which is just an address. Rather, we're comparing its ID number. And remembering how the bubble sort works, when one is greater than the other, we're swapping. We are swapping the full student array things, right? We're comparing the ID number, but we're actually swapping the whole objects. And that's basically it. So we'll save it. Might have forgotten something, but I don't think so. Int temp, right, this is not going to be an int temp student array I. This is going to be a student temp. Student spelled the correct way. And is that, and that makes sense because these are all students. And that should do it. And in this sort and search, you can put all your different sorting algorithms, sort by ID, sort by student name, etc., etc., etc. So we'll have to make an instance of this over in our main student GUI. This is saved. This is not. I can see it with the bold. I'm going to save it just before I forget. And we're here, and we have to make an instance then of the sort and search class. We'll call it sorting. Sorting, I'll just call it that for now. Assign new sort and search. Right, so that's just the instance of the other class, since we're doing this in another class to keep things organized. And what we're doing is we're calling the one and only sort. And do we need to send anything to it? Yeah, we send the student array, and the student array is called what? It's a list. It's a list, not an array. So that's going to change things. Okay, so error, but if I'll leave this. This is just a one take sort of a video, and for real. And for real, I had thought that I was dealing with arrays, and for those of you that were dealing with arrays, that's the way it's going to look. But we're not dealing with arrays, actually. Now that I think back to this, we're dealing with lists. So anyway, I'll have to make some changes. So this video will show both sorts for arrays and sorts for lists, but for now, let's just send the right thing. So student list. I don't remember what this is for. One student's courses. Oh yeah, because the courses are all lists too. Anyway, students list. So students list is sorting. I don't like the name of just sorting. Sorting instance dot sorting instance dot the only one we've done, and we got to send. Well, not an array because that's wrong. We're going to send the list, which is, did I copy and paste it? No, I don't think I did. Students list. All right, so we're sending a list rather. So let's go fix up this. So it's taking in a list of students. What kind of list? Linked list. Have a student. Just student. Yeah. Taking in the linked list of student. Okay. Linked list student called student list. And we got to get this in, imported. And this now replaces everything around here. This is going to be size, not length, but just in a second. Student. Something like this. I mean, I don't know exactly how this is going to look, but this is a good start. It's going to be size, method size. And what we're doing with the list is we're seeing if the list is not I. Let's just do this from the start. Student list get, what do we got here? Whoop. Get index is the way to do this. So get I. And then still though, get the ID number. And then student list. This is the I plus 1. Dot get ID number. That should all be fine. And then student temp. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Oh yeah, but right, it's going to be student list dot get I. And then it's going to be set student list dot set I. to be the +1. So let's just do it this way. List.get I+1. That's supposed to be correct. More close parentheses. And then the +1, which is this, with a set. I'm just going to take it and copy and paste it. I think that's probably going to be easier. Maybe not. So what are we going to set it to? No. We're going to set it to temp. That looks right. List plugin type, student temp is a student list. That actually, I don't get that. Student list, and probably watching this video you get it and you're wondering why I don't get it, but set, oh, I need to set, because it takes 2. I need to set temp set requires I+1. That makes sense? Temp is this. This is that, and that is that. Sure. I+1 to be temp. Yeah, that's right. I don't know if you've ever seen me do that before, or anybody do that before. But if you're working with a list, you're gonna have to figure that out. So go for it. Take a few minutes and figure it out. But we're swapping them, and that does swap them. But we can't, do one is the other, and the other is the one, and the one is the temp. We've got to use our gets and sets, so it's a little bit trickier. Remembering that each set takes 2 parameters, both the thing that you're setting, where you're setting it, and what you're setting it to. So I think that's fine. We're about to find out. Save. And wherever we were, sending it, that should be fine now. So they're sorted. So once they're sorted, then it's a matter of filling out the table. And I think I'm going to kind of cheat with that because we've got it already in the display. So let's just see the refresh. We'll just go to where it is the easiest way. Copy and paste. So where are we? We're up here. So this will probably just do it. And this, when you start finding yourself copying and pasting, well, then you can make it into a method, right? And so you just call the method twice, but we'll just copy and paste. Why not? So copy for now, having sorted it, and paste. And if it worked before, it should work now. So save, and we'll run it. So I haven't done this in a while either. So student, let's say A1, yes. Oh, geez. I'm just going to do this pretty simply. So I think I did. And I'm going to go OK. So then I'm going to go B. B student is going to be 2. And I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to keep on going down. And then I'm going to throw in like a Z, and then I'll do a C. So Z 9. And then I'm going to do a C. So, oh no, it's the, well, this is stored because I'm right. C, and this is 3. So the Z 9 and the C3 are going to have to swap. I think you can see what I'm trying to accomplish here. So I should, let's just see in the display table, have A, B, Z, C with 1, 2, 9s, right? So these are not sorted. So we go over to sorting, and we sort by ID, and it's either going to work or it's not. Nope. Nothing happens. So why does nothing happen? Okay, let's just, that's a shame after it takes so long to run it. So what could it be? Sort by ID. And again, if you see what it is, just stop watching. But what could it be? Called it, sent it, we sorted them, sent the list. Oh, it's the wrong. Yeah, it's the wrong. You probably a lot of you did see that. It's not the correct table. The table there was called whatever it was called. The table here is called sorting table. Oh, what a shame. Okay, so sorting table. Sorting table. Didn't get an error. That's a good table. So copy, paste, paste, paste. Oops. See, the problem with me doing it this way is I don't have you guys to see the glitches and tell me halfway through. But anyway, sorting. I think that's it. Save. Oh, it feels. Anyway. It's going to take a minute or two. One more time. Here we go. I'll do the same thing. At least I know what I'm going to do now. A1 full. I'm just going to give them one course each to speed this up a little bit. B2. Then we're going to do the Z9. I'll skip that one. Why not? And just for fun, a couple of courses just to make sure. And then the C, which is only 3, so not in the correct order. And we're going to go to display, and we're going to refresh, and it's good. I'm going to go to sort. I'm going to go sort by ID. Okay, I'm looking at the time here. Oh, hold on. That just took a little while. 1, 2, 3, 9. The 9's with a Z. Yeah, it worked. But it seemed to me that there was quite a lag there. Maybe I'm mistaken. But you know what? It's probably long enough for a video, so it looks like it worked. Right? A, B, C, Z. Because when I first did them, yeah, so am I confident that this is working? Yeah, I'm confident it's working. That's it.